Thank you very much. Thank you for the patience. We are finally here. The final press conference. I, first of all, want to thank all the sponsors. I know Eric had the opportunity, the president of Golden Boy Promotions, to thank all the sponsors, but I really want to send my appreciation for everyone who's part of this great event. This is for supremacy. This is to see who is the best middleweight in the division, but to see who the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet is. So I really am grateful for everyone in the boxing world, in the fight world, just coming together and making this event as big as it can be. And this event needs no hype whatsoever. You have Canelo Alvarez, who you know what he can do. You know what he's all about. You know the hard work he puts into his every single fight. He has obviously devastating punching power, tremendous speed, great footwork. Then you have the champion here, Gennady Golovkin, who is undefeated, has amazing power. So this is a fight that's a can't miss. That's the bottom line. You know, people ask me every single day, I mean, what type of fight are we gonna see? I really don't know. Obviously, I don't have a crystal ball in front of me to give you the prediction, but what people do know is that it's going to be a great fight because of what's at stake. And what's at stake is pride. It's pride and fighting for your country and fighting for boxing fans all over the world. This is a fight for the sport of boxing, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The stakes couldn't be any higher. I strongly feel that when you take a look at a fight like this one, it's really hard to remember when we've witnessed this type of matchup. It's been years. The only fight I really can compare it to on paper, you have to go back. You have to go back to the marvelous Marvin Hagler days. You have to go back to Thomas Hearns, you know. And we're still talking about that fight. That's exactly what this event is all about. I want to talk about, I want my kids, your kids will talk about Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin 20 years from now. That's the type of fight we have in our hands, a special fight. And so, you know, we at Golden Boy Promotions and working with Canelo and Golovkin and Tom Loeffler, you know, we are very proud of putting this event together. We have to thank the fighters for agreeing, fighting at the peak of their careers, because obviously without the fighters, this is not possible. Saturday night at the T-Mobile Arena, it will be electrifying. It'll be a packed house. We are happy to announce that the fight sold out in less than 2 weeks for a reason. And obviously that reason is because the world knows what we have on our hands, what we're going to witness on Saturday night, September 16th. And to top it all off, the special weekend, celebrating Mexican Independence Weekend is a big deal, is a huge deal all over the world. So not only are we going to witness an amazing fight, but we will be able to join forces, to come together and celebrate a wonderful weekend with our Mexican neighbors and our families all over the country, all over the world. So that's the reason why this weekend is so very special. This event will take place live on HBO pay-per-view, And beginning for the first time, I think ever, we will be starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. And that's in consideration of our East Coast fans and our global fan base who will be tuning in. We didn't want this event to start so late, so you know, fans will be able to appreciate the fact that we're beginning at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific time, which is the very first time in the history of this sport. You can also watch it on ringtv.com, which obviously now these days, you know, people do not want to be told what to watch and where to watch and what to watch it on. So you can now watch it on ringtv.com on your phone, on your tablet, from wherever you're at. So we're happy to announce that you can watch the fight on ringtv.com. I want to thank the MGM. I want to thank everyone here in Las Vegas who opened their doors to make this event possible. The hospitality has been amazing. I mean, the MGM is by far, you know, one of our best partners we have in boxing. They love the sport. They are invested in boxing, and you can tell by the hospitality that they're giving us here all this week. So thank you very much to everyone who is involved with the MGM. So this next gentleman that I'm about to introduce is a living legend. He knows a thing or two about the middleweight division and what it's like to be a middleweight, the pressure you carry on your shoulders, on your back, in being a middleweight, in being a champion, your responsibilities, not only to boxing, but to all the fans all over the world. They expect you to be, to shine inside that ring because you're a middleweight champion. And so this next gentleman, not only did he break records and defend his title 20 times, but he was always willing to fight the very best at the peak of his career. And so it is my pleasure to introduce to you my partner at Golden Boy Promotions, the living legend, Bernard Hopkins.
Thanks, Oscar, and everyone that played a role in getting this historic moment to where we at now. The middleweight division goes all the way back, as most people here know. I mean, I'm going back Ray Robinson when he moved up from welterweight, and even coming all the way up to, as Oscar mentioned, to the great marvelous Marvin Hagler. But this fight here, and I love history, and I like to look at tapes every now and then, even to the day. And I thought about when I got here yesterday from Philadelphia, the fight that really stands out to me when it comes to Golovkin and Canelo, and I see the danger in the first couple of rounds of the way both of them fight and the way one is more aggressive. And the first thing I thought about, if you remember the Marvin Hagler and the John the Beast Mugambi. John the Beast Mugambi was a guy that was destroying everybody, even the middleweights from Philadelphia. And anyone up here know about boxing, know about that era. And my era was my era, but now we're in this era, and I'm glad to witness it from a historic point of view and also from a promotional point of view. So I'm very blessed, not lucky. It was meant to be. And I'd like to thank everybody that played a role in making this happen because, you know, if you look at the time between 2001 in Madison Square Garden with Felix Trinidad and myself to 2017. Don't judge me if I'm a year off. I think that's 16 years. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it do happen, embrace it, enjoy it, and understand that history don't always repeat itself. But one thing will repeat themselves is the pride of the vision that I felt that my career was made and built on as the foundation that got me all the way up to the end. And so, Canelo and Triple G, thanks for respecting the division that made me. So, again, enjoy it, fans, reporters from all over, and understand that history is something that we should always remember. The definition of that doesn't happen all the time. And no matter who you choose, no matter where you go, that'll never be forgotten what happened come the 16th on HBO pay-per-view. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bernard. The gentleman who, it's the man behind the man, as we say in boxing. The fighter obviously doesn't get the preparation, the confidence, without having someone that he relies on, someone that he believes in, someone that he trusts. So the trainers are very instrumental, a vital piece of the puzzle that they're putting together in order to come out with the perfect game plan. So at this moment, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the trainer who has been with them practically or all of his professional career to Golovkin, and his name is Abel Sanchez. Abel.
Thank you, Oscar. Thank you to everybody that's here. All the talking, all the boasting on both sides, I think has been done. We had a great training camp, great sparring. Gennady's 100%. I'm sure that Chepo and Eddie have prepared Canelo the same way. We're looking for a difficult fight. We're looking for a dramatic fight, explosive. I think that these two guys' styles match up perfectly to give us that kind of fight that we're going to remember for a long time. Thank you very much. See you on the 16th.
Thank you, Abel.
Thank you, Tom. Good afternoon, everybody. Really, I'm very happy. Good to see everybody in Vegas. First of all, I want to tell thanks to promotions. It's a great job, amazing job, Golden Boy and Triple G Promotions. I want to thank thanks to sponsor who support me, who support this event. To partners, of course, to HBO pay-per-view. It's huge time for boxing. I don't want to talk too much, just I'm ready. I respect Canelo's team. I know this is the biggest day for us, and not for us, for boxing, for this area. Finally, please welcome September 16th, T-Mobile Arena. It's huge history fight. I see you September 16th. Thank you very much.
Also, it is my pleasure to introduce the manager of Canelo Alvarez, who's been with them, all his career, and who has done a phenomenal job. That is Jose Chepo Reynoso. Jose.
Buenas tardes a todos ustedes.
Good afternoon to everyone.
Primero que nada, agradecerles toda la cobertura a todos los medios de lo que han hecho con esta pelea. De veras, muchas gracias.
I really want to thank you all the media, for all the coverage you've given this fight. Thank you so much.
Y decirles que, bueno, terminan 10 semanas de un trabajo intenso.
And to tell you that it's the end of 10 hard weeks of training.
Un trabajo con mucha disciplina, con mucha responsabilidad.
Work that was done with a lot of discipline and a lot of responsibility.
Y en el campamento de Canelo nos declaramos listos
And in Canelo's camp, we declare ourselves ready,
y confiados
confident
que el sábado próximo vamos a ganar.
that come Saturday night, we are
Saúl
going to
va a
win.
salir con la mano en alto.
And Canelo's going to come out with his hand raised.
Y quiero rematar con algo dedicado a mi amigo Abel.
And I want to close with a dedication to my friend Abel.
Dice Abel que Triple G
Abel
Tiene
says that
estilo
Triple G
mexicano.
has a Mexican style.
y yo, Chepo Reynoso,
And I, Chepo Reynoso,
le digo a Abel
tell Abel
que el Canelo
that Canelo
tiene estilo,
has a style,
corazón
heart,
y es mexicano.
and
Gracias.
he's Mexican. Thank you.
Pleasure to introduce to you Canelo's trainer, who's been with him ever since he started boxing. He's been there with him, guiding his career and training him to the best of his capabilities. He's a trainer who is a historian, who studies films, who studies past fights, who always comes out with a perfect game plan, and is only getting better. Let me introduce to you the trainer of Canelo Alvarez. That is Gennady Reynoso. Eddie.
Buenas tardes. Pues creo que ya todo lo que se tenía que decir, pues ya se hizo, ya se habló.
Good afternoon, everybody. I think now that everything that was said, that had to be said, it's been done.
Hicimos una gran preparación, tenemos preparándonos más de 14 años para llegar a este tipo de peleas.
We had a great preparation. We had more than 14 years to prepare for this type of fight.
Entonces, pues estamos más que listos, hicimos un gran campamento, no tuvimos ningún contratiempo, no hay lesiones, no hay problemas con el peso, estamos contentos y más que nada, pues estamos listos para ganar el sábado.
Once again, we've had a great camp. There was no injuries, everything went well. And more importantly, we're ready to win come Saturday night.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Para mí es un gran placer presentarles una pelea de esta magnitud en estas fechas tan importantes. El 16 de septiembre no solamente vamos a ver una gran noche de peleas.
To me, it brings me great pleasure to offer this type of fight, this great of a fight, on Mexican independence, September 16th. Not only are we going to see a great fight,
Pero tenemos el privilegio de celebrar la independencia mexicana en esta gran noche, el 16 de septiembre.
but we also have the great privilege to celebrate with this great fight on September 16th.
Y gracias a boxeadores como lo es el gran Julio César Chávez, que nos abrió las puertas para tener el privilegio de festejar estos tipos de eventos.
And thanks to the great Julio Cesar Chavez, who opened the doors to be able to celebrate these types of fights, these types of events on such a special day.
Así que este sábado continúa la tradición la tradición del boxeo mexicano, lo bonito que es, todo el esfuerzo que las grandes leyendas, el trabajo que han hecho a través de tantos años de sudor, de sangre, de entrenar, de estar en el cuadrilátero y dejar todo en ese ring.
So this Saturday night, the tradition continues of that Mexican fighter that gives you everything once they step into the ring, the sweat, the soul, their blood, everything comes Saturday night.
Es un privilegio para mí de presentarles a solamente 27 años. Tiene obviamente todo por delante. Sigue aprendiendo, sigue creciendo. Tiene un gran equipo y ahora está peleando en la pelea quizás más difícil de su carrera.
And it brings me a great pleasure to introduce to you, at only 27 years of age, with a great team, a great fighter, and with so much more ahead of him.
Les quiero presentar con un récord de 49-1 y 34 knockouts de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
And I want to introduce you from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, with a record of 49-1, Saúl Canelo Álvarez.
Muchas gracias a todos por estar aquí. Gracias por todo su apoyo que siempre me brindan.
Thank you to everyone for being here, and thank you so much for all the support that you always give me.
Tampoco me gusta hablar mucho, simplemente decirles que estoy listo, estoy preparado para esto. Sé que va a ser una pelea muy dura.
And you know me, I don't like to talk a lot. I just want to say that I'm prepared. But I mean, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a tough fight. I know that.
Pero estoy listo para esto, una pelea que ustedes querían ver, aquí está. Disfrútenla como yo la voy a disfrutar. Nos vemos el 16 de septiembre.
And that's what I'm ready for. I just want you to all enjoy it like I'm going to enjoy it. I'll see you all on Saturday night.
Wonderful. Thank you very much to everyone who is watching on ringtv.com. We will pose the fighters for pictures now. And thank you very much, and see you on Saturday night. Thanks.
Triple G, this same thing I said to Canelo. This is the last time that you're really going to see him before the weigh-in. Tell me how it felt up here on stage with him, being next to him, and taking those last photos.
I feel very comfortable, just I saw Canelo, he's ready, He's ready for serious business, for serious fight. This is, I think, biggest gift to people.
Absolutely. So this fight, obviously, you're going to be defending your titles, but does it mean a little bit more to you to beat Canelo? Is it a little bit more than just titles for you?
No, this is a regular fight, just I want to bring my old belts to home.
And so the fans on Saturday, what can they expect from you? I know you tell us that you're going to bring a big drama show. What else can they expect?
This is biggest fight for us and for boxing. And this is huge, true fight. And this is history fight. And I believe this is not last fight for us. Just maybe this is the first fight. I believe I have a second fight too.
And obviously, a lot of cameras around here. This being your first time in Vegas, what's been your favorite part about this whole experience so far?
Just I like this situation. I understand this situation. I respect for both, for me and for by myself and for Canelo. This right now, this time, this is huge.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoy all of it, all right?
Absolutely.
Enjoy all of it.
Absolutely. I'm very enjoying all of it.
All right, well, we will see you again when the weigh-in comes in. Thanks for the time, Gennady.
I see you Friday.
All right, sounds good. All right, thank you guys. Now, Canelo, this is going to be the last time that you see Gennady until the weigh-in. What was it like right now with that face-off standing next to him? How did it feel?
No, muchas ganas de pelear, emocionado por querer pelear, eso es lo único que deseo, pelear y para lo que estoy listo.
I'm really, really excited. Really excited just to get in and fight, The excitement's there. The adrenaline's there.
And we've got Roberto Diaz that's helping us to translate here, of course. And you said that you're not one to really talk a lot, but during this fight, as we've been kind of promoting it, there has been a lot of talk going back and forth between you and Gennady. What would you like to say to him? What would be the last thing that you want to say to him before the fight?
Nada, no tengo nada que decirle. No, yo creo que ellos saben el peleador que soy. Me gusta prepararme al 100%, vengo listo para lo que sea arriba del cuadrilátero y simplemente que dé lo mejor de él para que sea una gran pelea.
I have nothing to say to him. They know what kind of fighter I am. I'm prepared. I'm ready. And all I want to tell them is, look, let's give the fans a great fight.
Absolutely. And speaking of the fans, they've been waiting for this fight, and they're getting just as excited as we are as Saturday comes closer. But what have you been hearing from the fans? I'm sure that they've been reaching out to you, social media, telling you how excited they are. How have the fans been reacting as the fight gets closer?
No, obviamente están emocionados igual que yo, no, igual que nosotros, están emocionados. Es una pelea que ellos querían ver y aquí está y creo que están igual de emocionados que nosotros por verla.
I think they're just equally emotional or excited as we are. It's a fight that they've been wanting to see. It's a fight that they've been asking for, and we're just a few days away, so they're excited just like we are.
Thank you so much. Suerte este sábado. Roberto Diaz, Canelo, helping us translate here. We're going to be getting Triple G in just a little bit, guys.